We all know the website coinmarketcap.com, right? And there are a lot of complaints about this site, especially in terms of the volume which it shows. There's a lot of spoofing, wash trading, and also just incorrect values here. And what I would like to show you today, this is the interesting resource CoinMarketBook and the website coinmarketbook.cc, where you can find a little bit different data about the volume and in general very interesting indicator about the support of the price of cryptocurrencies, and this is called buy support. So what they do is they basically have the sum of all buy orders at 10% distance from the highest bid price, and they also have a support rating which is taken as 100% for Bitcoin, and the altcoins are having these values in percentage of this value. So naturally buy support is bigger for the biggest capitalization altcoins with the biggest volume, but in any case this is different from the market cap and from the volume trading which we used to see usually. For example, if you align the cryptocurrencies by buy support, you will see that the positions are different right now. Now XRP on the 4th, and you can see even very dramatic changes. For example, you can find PandyX on number 13th and something like Dent on number 22nd, and so on and so forth. Moreover, what you can do is you can divide this buy support by the market capitalization of the coin, and then this is even more interesting. So what it does is basically sort of weighted by support by the capitalization of the cryptocurrency. And then again, Dent is on the first place. So the ratio of buy support to its market capitalization is the highest among all the other cryptocurrencies. Nucleus Vision is in the second place, PandyX, Mainframe. So you don't see any huge altcoins or Bitcoin here. You see all the other coins which have the point of the price where you have the volume supporting its price at the highest point. So Neo is actually at the 8th place. This is the biggest altcoin among the others which is close to the top in this list, and so on and so forth. Quark Chain is here. Of course, they include the spoof orders. They actually write it in their FAQ. So what about spoof orders? But they are real and actually possible to fill them, so we include them in buy support calculation. So of course this indicator has its disadvantages and flaws also because of this spoofing feature included, but still this is interesting to observe how this particular parameter differs from the regular volume or regular market capitalization parameters which we used to look at. And also what they have is they built so-called the bottom indicator for all the cryptocurrencies. And the fact that they say that we can't share the exact formula of the bottom indicator, but basically high density means tight spread, means close to the bottom. And I guess that they use somehow this buy support level as a part of this bottom indicator. So it's interesting to look to all the altcoins in historical perspective from this bottom indicator value. And basically what you can see for Bitcoin, for example, is that just recently in the middle of February, you had the very, very strong increase of this bottom indicator, and then it started to decrease again. So it means that somewhere around here, the pressure of the buyers and the intensity of the trading was very, very strong, which sort of indicative for the bottom. And moreover, it would be interesting to look at this indicator, how it behaves in the previous bear market, and does it actually fit the bottom. So bottom was somewhere around here, and you can see that after the bottom, when the price was in the accumulation phase, we had this increase of the bottom indicator, and we have this sort of a bell shape of this indicator during the whole period of time when Bitcoin price was very low, and then it started to decrease again. And so when we reached the top, it was very, very low. So it looks very reasonable, and you would expect this to see comparing to the Bitcoin price. So does it mean that we hit the bottom somewhere around here? It's actually really hard to say, of course, but in general it correlates with many other indicators in sort of general narrative about this cycle. So even excluding this spike, you would see that the price was going down and the indicator was going up, up, up. So at some point we have very similar behavior as we had here. So whether we had hit the bottom is not clear, but we're definitely in the area of the accumulation phase, and actually this may be very, very intense point. Also, you can look at the other coins like Ethereum here, also very similar behavior, also very high point, actually even higher right now. You can look at EOS, for example, very similar picture, and so on and so forth. So basically what it shows is that a lot of the coins, and Bitcoin as well, are at the very, very interesting moment when we have a very high chance that this will lead to final rise anytime soon, and at least we can more or less safely accumulate at this price level range. For example, also XRP is very interesting. You see it's far from being at the bottom, but now the support is very, very high. It means that people are expecting it to rise. They are trying to enter at the price which we have now, a little lower than this price, so it will be really hard to go down and break the support levels, and so on and so forth. So I hope it was useful and interesting. Hope to see you tomorrow in the next update. Thank you for watching.